Hello YouTube, welcome back to Metaphore ReFantazio. We are finishing the story today. This is it. This is the final episode of Metaphor. Yet again, if this goes for 6.5 hours, this goes for 6.5 hours. And this time I have no stopping limit, because I have nothing else on this evening. However, everyone who watched the last VOD knows exactly where we are. This will come out a few days later, so you guys will have had time to contemplate things. But we are going to immediately continue on with the story.
Alright.
If you leave here and never be able to return, you're certainly you've done all you need to. Yes, I've done all I need. That's even a strong enough word. Lewis transformed into a demon, and I decide death itself.
However,
You've already overturned your fated demise once. If you do emerge victorious and become king, you'll truly have proved your ideals correct. That fantasy is not just an empty dream, but one with the power to change the world. And those of you out there have the power to change my world by simply doing one thing: liking and subscribing to this video, and making sure that you leave a nice comment below. Seems as though my novel has outlived its usefulness. Feel free to leave the old book here. From now on, you'll be the one writing the story, your old true tale of fantasy.
the kingdom rests in your hands now. If there is yet any value to believing in something beyond us, prove to me that fantasy has the power to color reality. Now, onward, O King of a new dawn!
Jesus, Moore's voice actor sent that one. Good lord. Cutscene.
Everyone! He's awake!
Is he alright?
What the hell are you all doing here? How do you survive?
Thank the stars.
Stroll, how are you alive?
Considering it was we who engaged Amata's gambit, this must be rather humorous to him.
We pulled through, thanks to Neurus. Can't believe he caught us mid-plummet on that busted Skyrunner.
Well, don't leave out highs, mate. Wouldn't have expected his wings to be so handy.
Never again.
We're in good shape. Our wounds have already healed. It was all so fast. I'm still a little shocked. True. It's bound to be everyone hoping the best for us below. Like what Luis did. Only the magic working in reverse. What?
Oh, there's Luis.
Why? Why do you still stand in defiance? What drives such tenacity?
Luis! The world is full of injustice. Not everything you've said is wrong, much as it hurts to admit.
Yet, you would give up because you see no other way. And no future can come from that. We may struggle with fear and anxiety, but we shape our own destiny with our own hands. I have no doubts.
Yes, you're a man who has endured tragedy. It's foolish, I know, all this talk of belief. I know well. That said, if you cast aside all belief, all that remains is to endure a slow death.
As for me, I believe things can change. I have to. Singing and believing aren't so far apart, right? Even then, my songs touched you too. I know they did.
After I'd idealized my death more than I ever did my life, thanks to a chance encounter, everything changed for me. Now I can hope for the best, without fearing for the worst. The possibilities are endless. If you ask me, that's what magic is.
Luis? You got all these people who believe in you, because you gave them a shred of hope. And now, you want to crush that hope. Maybe you're the one who's scared. Deep down, you're afraid to admit to yourself, you're the one who's hopeless now.
Luis, the fairies came to live in the Sanctum. But do you know why we chose it? The Elder Tribe. We admired the people of humanity. To make our dreams into realities, we have to trust each other. When people do that, that's what makes them so amazing. If you deny the power of trust, if you make the world a place where it can't exist, then you're just plain wrong!
Fools. These false foundations. Who in their right mind could promise such fantasies? I will never let injustice be repeated. Never again!
Oh.
His aura is entirely different. It's a magla burst. Luis is becoming a human.
Come on then! No choice now. We prove ourselves with all that we are!
Let's go then! This is our final battle!
Again, the world must be shattered, and again it must be rebuilt anew. You will die in tribute to my ideals, Prince.
He will win this. For the sake of our world.
A wise choice.
There is
Let's
no
work together.
power in your fantasy.
Let's get him!
How's this?
Give in to anxiety.
I see your game.
Oh, damn, Heisme.
Dodge, Heisman! Yeah!
That dodge.
Hear my prayer.
Oh, it's music.
Follow my lead.
Never mind.
Use now, think later.
By the Swan Knight! First form!
Hogenberg, hold yourself together!
Perhaps this suits me best. Witness our secret technique! This does... Eek! Ha! Die!
Let's stay calm.
Wind!
Okay, let's do this. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Is that all?
Shatter! The inequities of the world can only be cleansed if the strong subsume the weak. Now, be a noble sacrifice. Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
What? Is he trying to swallow those people? Wait, they're... puppets? I'm sensing deadly magla in the puppets.
Comrades,
Attack him
lend me
before
your
he
strength.
swallows more!
Let my power support you.
And thus I end it!
Ooh, this is cool. Not seen these animations
Is
yet.
that my strike?
Move!
Okay.
We can't let him swallow them all, or he'll unleash devastating
A
magic.
favor, if I may.
I will fight charging in. I'm all prepared.
Here it comes!
A tough one.
Now that's finesse! Beautiful dodge, Heisme!
Oh, awesome souls, do your thing!
I stand ready. Knight! This won't do. To you!
Thief! I show no mercy. Commendable bearing.
The world of old and its people
Scour!
shall
It's still up?
Stay. Here I go! Ah!
Cilio left
that,
him wide
eh?
open! Let's hit that new weakness!
Okay.
This heralds a
He's
new
holding up an
world.
incredible amount of magla!
Oh, Vixen.
Shatter!
I see your
That's
game.
finesse! Beautiful dodge, Heisme!
Heisme with his 99 dodge is so incredibly busted.
Not now. I'll stay my blade.
Thief! Formidable indeed.
Let's stay calm. Come forth, royal soul. A tough one.
I'm ready. All right! Get
Right in their weak spot.
Is everyone all
Beat
right?
him down,
For all
Basilio!
that we strive for!
Let my power support you.
You struggle in your fantasy.
What?
Still, you defy me.
Nice dodging, Heisme.
I leave it to you.
Let's set it up.
World and its ideals
Let's wreck it!
have no need for you. My world! My perfect world!
Oh, there's Luis behind the masks.
Not yet. I refuse. I won't let it end like this. You will be a sacrifice. You will sustain the strong. Oh, weak one. Oh, peon.
His magla has gone out of control.
In the end, even he couldn't escape his own anxiety.
Then by his own logic, we've got to put him down.
If he saw a threat in our power,
You can't just believe in nothing! Nobody can rely on themselves alone. It's a pit.
Luis Squiaburn!
Okay, it's time to do this!
Come on, everyone.
This is our last chance. We've
a
come
wise
this far.
choice.
Behold,
We have
I'm
to
all
end
prepared.
this here and now.
Let's do this!
Feel true terror. Give in to anxiety.
Right, I think I need to sub out. I need to sub out Basilio.
Aura's overpowering. It's making it
Take
harder
care of
for
Leave
the
it to
us.
me!
Just
There is
hold
no
on.
power
Allies,
in your
together!
fantasy.
No, not this. Let justice prevail! Oh, bolts of lightning!
Captain, they've got your
perhaps
defenses down.
all power of kings.
Let's go. Better be sure. Here.
My thanks.
The final lurk indeed, Cody.
You need training.
A losing battle.
Captain, they've got your
I
defenses
shall
down.
vanquish evil. I'll cut you down.
Observe the end for all that we strive for.
Let it face me! Rancor!
I won't hold back. The magic seed.
I see your game!
That's finesse! Beautiful dodge, Heisman!
Right on target.
By the sworn
Nice one,
oath of
Stroll.
night.
This should work!
I knew you'd help. Behold, come forth, royal soul.
I shall vanquish evil.
Is everyone all right? Come. Burst forth.
Feel true terror.
Too slow!
Fights a losing battle.
Yeah!
Hear my prayer. His aura's overpowering.
Eek.
It's making it harder to fight.
Then again,
Just hold on.
no. A favor, if I may.
Let's work together.
And its
We'll team up.
shall
Let's do this.
Why? Why can you not understand my ideals? The Ujif, a foolish people, terrified of alienation. Be gone from this world.
What's happening?
I see your
That's
game!
finesse! Beautiful
mean-
dodge, Heisman!
Good luck
you
trying to hit
prepared?
Heisme.
Could do with this.
That's just not how that works.
Our new world and its
blade in hand.
ideals have no need for you.
From our provision.
Thanks.
Much thanks.
I owe you.
Be neither thief. Some darker arts.
This is it.
Nice hit! That was perfect!
Good crit.
Warrior. Hack and slash.
Well, he's not feeling it anymore.
A world born of fantasy. It must not be. Be gone.
My path
Heisman's
ends
knocked
here.
out. Someone help him get back in the fight!
Right, so it's likely now he'll be able to hit every attack he attacks.
Oh, please.
Heisman got knocked
Oh,
out.
power of
Gotta revive
heroes.
him.
I shall repay this favor tenfold. Now accept your fate.
Prince. The magic seeds. Still here?
Okay.
Feel true terror.
That's the first time I think Heisme's been hit in this
Feel
fight.
true terror.
Now that's finesse! Beautiful dodge, Heisme! His aura's overpowering! It's making it harder to fight! Just
Let's try
hold
this.
on!
I knew you'd help.
Trust me.
Quite a boon.
By the sworn knight! Not this to you!
Heisme! They've dropped your defenses!
Has it come to this?
Oh, power of kings!
I will fight with pride. Prince! No. I wonder. Let's go!
Is that all?
Shut up!
Oh, please!
Too slow!
Stroll's badly wounded! Can anyone heal him? Stroll can't take any more!
Warrior!
Someone heal him!
I'll cut you down!
Right on target! Nice one, Stroll!
Come! Not now. This should help.
Thanks.
You think yourself... Too much. I leave it to you.
Heisme! They've
You gotta
dropped your
fight this
defenses!
power.
Has it come to this?
All yours!
Stroll!
Observe the
they've
enemy.
sapped your defenses!
I'll stay my blade.
Why? Has it come to this?
Face me! Rank formidable indeed.
Prince! This is it!
Still up?
Warrior! Hack and slash!
I stand. Let justice prevail. Still standing, I see.
A wise choice.
Prince! The magic seed! Still here?
Ooh, almost. One more round, we'll get it.
Dodge!
Ooh, nice dodge.
I see your
Now
claim.
that's
Dodge back to back.
Beautiful dodge, Heisme! Stroll! They've
No
sapped your
holding back!
defenses!
You first.
Why?
To you.
Let a favor, if I may.
Come to this?
This is it!
There we go. I hope this is like not like a 30-minute, 40-minute sequence.
But why? Why is it still beyond me?
Dawn breaks.
Look! He's done it! He's finally beaten Luis!
Does this mean he's won? I'm not dreaming this.
He did it!
Not yet.
Oh.
I have my ideals. Witness!
Everyone's fighting their fear and anxiety. Nobody knows for sure what's right. And even through all that, the people have declared you king!
We fight for more than justice. Show him our will against his. Show him the fall of his world.
Hold fast to your ideals! 'Tis your sworn duty as king!
wielded the power of kings. It's time to stop following in their footsteps. Now it's your turn to take your place with them.
Your fantasy is naught but lies!
What? What's going on?
Now, die!
We know. Fantasy is more than an empty dream. It's a dream. With the power to change the world!
Damn you!
Well, he's not going to be in Metaphor 2. Save the country. Clear. Hey, more.
That must be the Lord that governs Utopia in all worthy champions. The hero's archetype. The king. I see. At long last, fantasy has become a force that frees people from anxiety. A harbinger of change for a deadlocked reality.
The people have chosen my son. With that, my tremendous gamble hath borne fruit. Thus it is that my duty here draws to a close.
And now, the novel you wrote with such passion will finally begin a new chapter.
This voice... could it be? But how?
While flames swept through the sanctum, I cast a final spell to abandon my body and survive in soul. I became an immaterial being among the fairies. I had to, so I might provide guidance to the child on his most perilous path.
The power of the archetypes. Was that your doing?
No. All I did was awaken them to it. My voice carried the words they needed to hear.
Oh, that's the stained glass window. That's Hyslodius' wife. Or, sorry, that's the player character's mother and Hyslodius' lover. Because they were never married, so... Wow.
That power is no great and rare treasure. It is something that might be grasped by anyone with the will to change the world. And anyone has the power to change the world. Those children proved as much.
I am truly sorry. I lost all the power I once knew. I saw the sanctum burn. And you. I lost you. Once they took our child from me, all my remaining hope went with him. And so I placed my faith in the royal magic. I believed that if this world would choose him, there would still be hope.
This shall do. That boy's fight, and ours, is finally over.
Matt, welcome. welcome. Hang on, guys. Let me just pause this recording real quick.
The people no longer need some mystic relic or some lofty magics to soothe their fears. They have found the strength to overcome it within. Provided they can turn their anxiety into strength and never stop walking toward the unknown, reality will ever change. Their world shall be one full of possibility.
This isn't about the throne anymore. It marks the beginning of a new era, led by those who are truly worthy of the people's trust. Almost the appointed time now. The day is dawning on a new king's reign. And with it, my true passing. However, if I may truly end my life with pride in my boy, and my love at my side, I've no regrets.
It's been a long road to this moment, hasn't it?
It has indeed. But for our son, a new journey now begins.
Damn. And here's the ending cutscene, I'd assume.
Heed me, all people of the kingdom. Dawn breaks, and the appointed hour hath come.
He speaks. With the announcement of our new king, everything finally ends.
I now settle the long-contested succession to the throne. They who hath gathered the most faith from their subjects amassed. They who hath overcome this fierce contest. The throne's new sovereign, I now reveal. Behold, your new king of your kingdom united.
Look! It's him! Yeah!
Yay! Look! Look, that's him, isn't it? He won!
He certainly did, love. He really did. Oh, I still can't believe it. That boy pulled it off. His Majesty, the new king.
I won't accept it! The new king is Count Luis.
He can't just crown his son after all. That's cheating, that is. Rise up, people! Riot!
Disorderly conduct will not be permitted.
Settle down. The tournament is over. Our new king has been decided, and the royal capital falls under His Majesty's rule. Threaten it, and you shall face the wrath of the crown theocracy's warrior monks.
Bloody fantastic. They really did it.
Quietude descended once again upon the royal capital, and the day of the new king's coronation arrived.
Huh.
Boy, coronation really crept up on us. There's a lot of people in the crowd.
Don't tell me you're nervous. After everything we survived already, stage fright should be nothing for you.
Also, thank you who gave Matt a shout out. I appreciate that.
Of course, I'm fine.
If you say so. Just do relax your shoulders once you're out there, eh?
We've all made due arrangements. You can trust in us. Your newfound dignity suits you well, Your Highness. Ah, but I suppose you have outgrown that title. Your Majesty. Yes, that too suits you well.
Huh.
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been supporting us from the start, of course. Always on the winning side, eh?
Better than the alternative, no? Especially since we've got some Luis diehards among the people.
I hear that many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft. To be honest, I'm not so sure myself.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His Majesty will only be asked for a few brief answers. First, the people would know how you aim to lead them. How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
I'll confront any challenge for my people. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'll strive to do my utmost, with all of you at my side.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pompous monologues. Better to say what you mean with determination.
Still, there are a lot of people in the crowd who have never supported you. How are you going to respond to them?
I'll have to let my work prove my words. With results, I hope everyone can feel that our future will be brighter.
You went from a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster anymore, what? You'll do fine.
A ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not done alone. We are with you.
Indeed. And we're no strangers to more practical work. Whatever our tasks, I'm sure we can handle them.
Well, it is time to make your first appearance as our king. Let us brace ourselves.
Good luck.
Thanks, Maria.
Thanks for always having my back.
Well, let's go. To His Majesty, the new king.
All right, a warm welcome, please! His Majesty the new king! Your Majesty, you're so young!
Please. My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
Relax, okay? Take it easy and use your own words.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words. Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it!
A nation where dreams and fantasies are always in reach. Will surely be a challenge.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it! Your attention, please!
No lord remains for you to kneel before. Please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
Ah, long have I awaited the arrival of this day. This journey has reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a hero's heart, and became the king his people had always hoped for. But as this journey ends, so another begins. I'd like you to watch over him on his path for a little longer yet. 1 year has passed since the arrival of the new king.
Oh, there I am. Just strolling about.
Hey, heard the news? They're finally reopening that mage academy that got closed down.
You don't say. The famous one deep in the Montario Mountains. Really? I'm impressed. It only took them a year.
They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this, their headmistress is none other than Lady Juna.
What? The songstress?
Well, she is one of the king's 6 partisans. If she managed to help save the world from Luis, I expect she knows a thing or two about magic. Sounds like they plan to fully open the magic researchers' findings to the people, too. Quite a turn from when the late Sanctifex banned it.
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Luis last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter to use magic.
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us churchfolk got the boot from the palace. Even the Royal Knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything, and now he's out on his ear too. And replaced by Sir Jaime Noctul, no less. You believe that? The Royal Knights, led by a Ujif of all things. Though he's one of the 6 partisans himself. When he speaks, everyone listens. No one's about to complain.
Even Parliament now invites citizen representatives to hearings. Strange to think we'd been deaf to the voice of the people until now. It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats. How swiftly the times change, eh?
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to His young Majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. Saw heroes of all different tribes celebrating the king's victory. Celebrating among the common folk, even. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation.
Oh.
It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king. But considering how his sons turned out, I hope he's at peace.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
Speaking of His Majesty, I've also heard some folks saying they've seen a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him. You don't suppose?
Bah, can't be. Without his escorts? Besides, what business would a king have in this place?
Suppose you're right.
Just strolling about, buying my groceries, having a great time. Oh, hey, Hulkenberg.
Mountains upon mountains of appeals from the people. How many days will this take to sort?
I like her outfit change.
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it? Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
It promises that I'll have an eternally cluttered desk.
Here, Your Majesty. I've brought in the next load. And there we go. Not half bad, right? Hey! Isn't the king supposed to be here?
When did he? I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
Oh, all this decoration doesn't suit me. How would Luis and Forden put up with all this damn finery? Your Majesty? Are you here?
It was good, though.
Juna's back from her inspection.
Apologies, Troll. I'll look for him now.
Wait! I'm coming with you!
Oh, good grief.
Some things never change. Not that they should.
I'd say life has changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
Ah, the Hush Honeybee.
And then, well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-up sanctists. But those bloody church folk been looking down on us for years, you know? Still, it was other sanctists what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. I reckon they're not all bad. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their Santifex and the Saint Lady last year. Got their own struggles, I expect.
As authority weakens, power falls to the hands of those who've never wielded it. We must ensure it does not corrupt and give rise to new conflicts.
Not like it excuses all of them, or makes me want to go up and shake a sanctor's hand, but you really put some perspective on it.
It was good talking to you, too.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You ever need some good, honest work? I'll get you squared, eh?
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thoughts? If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways. Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out on an errand right now.
And I suppose I'll wait until she comes back.
You sure? That girl always ends up on detours. No telling how long she'll be. Either way, best keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this. Sooner or later, the Lady Captain of the Royal Guard...
Well...
Oh, there you are. I knew we'd find you here, for crying out loud.
Phew. So you were here.
I like the fact that she has the shoulder, like, pauldron that looks like the knight archetype. Also, I love the beret. That's so cool.
Speak of the devil.
Let us return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juna would be back from her expedition today.
I have a few stops left in the city, though.
You do know I practically sprinted out the gates to find you. 'Tis settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Point taken.
He'll be fine. His Majesty is not about to fall prey to some alleyway scoundrel, surely. Right, Your Majesty. If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
Oh, do we get control of our character again? Oh, shit, we do.
Let's go. Hey?
Shit, that's cool. We actually get control of our character again. We can save here. Oh, that's wild. I didn't expect this. This is really cool.
Cheers.
This is cool. I didn't expect this to end up with actually having playing time outside of this.
What now?
Oh, we don't have access to our thing anymore, though. Oh, we can talk to everybody. That's cool.
Come now. Of course.
In the end, it was your ascent to the throne I supported. I never tired the faces of younger guards make when I tell them faced Rodanthe.
Well.
Aww.
This I vow.
What do you want to do?
You're not serious.
I can't say I legitimately expected to be able to walk around town
So,
after this.
we meet again.
Peace.
It's just too much.
Oh, this guy.
Peace. That's the way. This place has really changed. This place has really changed.
It's Basilio. Look at Basilio wearing his nice jacket. And Heisme wearing like a really nice, what would that be? Like a drapery, I suppose. And there's Alonso. Dang, this is cool.
Oi!
This is really cool.
Pleasure to see you.
Why, hello, Your Majesty. It's only been a year since your coronation, so you're quite adept to seeking away from your palatial duties. Under constant fire from knaves of all trades, con artists and critics alike. I hadn't noticed. You're missing opportunities to display how capable you are. Commendable. Besides, most of the agitators are kind of scum that stirs the pot and hope that I might benefit from the country's turmoil. Nothing I couldn't have handled, of course. All in a day's work for the royal adjudicant to the Citizens' Council. Quite the ally I made, I should hope.
Yes. Now that you mention it.
Do you remember Duratum, my home? He told me to send you his regards. He since confessed his crime was running to trial. Makes sense. You've proven your ideals to be true.
Thank you.
Oh. Isn't he dead? That happened during stuff that you missed last stream.
Oh.
Hey, Heisme. Look at him all decked out. He looks so cute. I'll come over searching for you, I suppose. It's none of my business who comes or goes. I'm on break myself. Only try to frustrate your royal guards overmuch him. They're introduced quite seriously, much like their captain. Who am I kidding? A knight who smiles is surely a myth. That's become clear to me since becoming titled. What could be more desire? UG Faustcast wants to want a criminal with browning his head made knight commander. There was of course some opposition at first, but the more heart-to-heart talks I had, the more accepting to become, albeit gradually. An outcast became king too.
True.
No shortage of persecution. Look to it now. Grand titles imposed across the nation, no different. You really need to catch up. I mean, listen, I'm going to probably take this and stick it on the end of the last video. So, like, it'll be one, like, 7 or maybe 8 hour long VOD. Spread across the tribes. I realize over the past years, so much the nation is defined by its people. No matter how great a king he loves what you make, yet he stands for the very people, a symbol and a representative. The king around the ship mixed tribes.
Now that you mention it.
Yes.
New winds are blowing in every corner of the country. I'll have next trip back home to see my son. With my son to see the change for myself soon enough. And someday I hope distant generations will grow up only knowing conflict, blown of tribe difference from history books. Hey Basilio.
Yo.
I love Basilio's outfit change.
Hey.
Captain of the Tandem Brigade reporting in, and I'm pleased to report there's nothing to report, Your Majesty, so I'm taking a break. Still I used to call myself a captain besides. We've even taken in some survivors from Lewis's troops, you know, and don't you worry, I've got 2 eyes of them even though I ain't looking. The way I see it, they're just the ones trying to make the world worse. They weren't the only ones trying to make the world worse, because to show them how the power is supposed to be used. Yeah, we owe it to you, there's less discrimination city these days. Fewer and fewer are turning to a life of crime to make ends meet. If Del could see Grand Trad today, his eyes would bug out, and not just Del. A lot of people who didn't make it. I wish they could have seen it.
Yeah.
As close to saving as we can. To protect it, nothing to report today. And bad people stop being bad just because you're king now. You spotting trouble that I didn't spot first. You point me at it. I'll solve it quick. Like, I like Basilio's outfit change. He's wearing like bright colors. Now on top of everything else, and he's got like an armband for the brigade that he's captain of.
This place is really
looks really good.
Well, I sure
Look, this kid's still here.
I'm just incredulous. Oh.
Well, I sure don't want to go back to the old kingdom.
Ah.
Ain't this a pickle?
Oh, hey, Loveless.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, you know, can't speak for the rest of the country, but you did right by us, Parapus. Some chuckleheads out there trying to make their aggression out on us. They're just venting, probably. I'm sure you can do something soon enough.
Ain't this a pickle?
Cabillo.
You've got this under control, yeah?
Even now, people who hardly believe flying about makes way across the entire kingdom. Saw my own eyes, witnessed the moment of red light when the king's vanished, turned to the gouged out land it was plucked in. That's cool.
Ain't this a
There's
pickle?
Brigitte. I'll still have been anyway, help you with time. That's not why you're here. Like in Magic, Association made up to continue his business, or king is showing magic ought to be. Humans under threat still stalk the land, so igniters under power will remain indispensable assets. Original magic doesn't rely on igniters, it's going to take some time to make it viable. Hello, Brigitte. Any recommendations?
Say.
The tragedy in the village could have been prevented.
Brigitte.
Yes.
The joke is supposed when I was nominated by my colleagues in other words, I suppose that means people have expectations of me and that I too have spoken in the wheel of change. Our new king has changed his country for the better, however, as a former arms dealer, it would be naive to think all weapons would ever disappear from this world. Reason for people to wield them continue to decline, and that end I can do all the best possibly can with that, just
Speaking
as you do.
of,
There she was, sitting right beside them. Evidently, they could not bring themselves to harm such a sweet creature, decided to keep her instead. Oh, her dog is still around. Oh.
Ain't this a pickle?
Oh, that's Lady Juna right there.
Oh. Ugh, come off it.
Dear me.
Plateau!
That's a good kitty.
Oh.
Kitty.
My
Hey,
king.
Juna. I love her hat. Decided to make cross pass. Tell you inspection Fred, you're going to clear my diary for you sometime soon. Bring any souvenirs?
Gosh. Well.
Mage Academy reconstruction's going swimmingly. Repairs are in full swing. Processing admissions. Still surprised you appointed me of all people to be the Academy's headmistress. We're looking forward to going back on tour. It's good to open the Academy. During the reconstruction scandal, there's a guy in some kind of observatory, supposedly used by the king long ago. I'm sure he's being taken care of. I mean, there's no way a cat survived that long in the cold. Starting from scratch. The Dragon Temple Sanctum. Keeping the cat.
Speaking of which.
She's well, I trust.
Yeah. Hey! Hey!
When they make hearts swell, going to magic. With music and magic on its head, I'm going to change the world. We'll have equal opportunities to hone their talents as the Mage Academy, as their doors are open to all. And it makes sense in a greater world. Why isn't that just grand? And all of us deep in our hearts. Oh, that's sweet. Well, there's Nuris next to my gauntlet runner. Hello. Anyone else around who we recognize? Not particularly.
Amazing.
Denelda? Now, how did I wind up here?
Oh. Your Majesty, if somebody need a gauntlet runner, all is well. You remember a long time ago when Lewis dropped that human in the city? I was actually assigned to do the Grand Cathedral that day. And the soldiers were absolutely terrified. The she kept us floating in the dark times. Without hearing someone insulting the lesser tribes, and there comes the group led by an elder fighting through the cathedral with no regard for lives. Aw. Thanks, man.
This is the best.
Oh, can we get in the Gauntlet Runner? Oh shit, we're in the Gauntlet Runner. That's cool. Oh. That's been there for like a year. That's hilarious.
All right then. Let's go.
That's cool. They actually let you back inside the inside the Gauntlet Runner. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And just over here is Nuris. Hey Nuris, my old friend, how you doing? I know how it is. Fancy the I'll have the fancy title of Chief Engineer at the Kingdom Infrastructure Development Bureau. Can research as I please now, but something's missing. So sure to scuffle all your uniform in case upon a runner. I know how you feel.
About that.
Oh. Perhaps. Indeed.
That's...
That's...
Convenience support must consider safety and the effects it might have on this world. An engineer who dumps a burden on future generations is no engineer at all. No possibility to design something a balance of safe and revolutionary to struggle with. I'm a bally genius. I knew it. That's a stimulation law. Your Majesty, you know, like the soul-shaking speed and quiver of a divine engine. You let me know when you ever want to go for a spin, won't you? Our deal girl, sparkling clean and always ready for takeoff.
Just sublime.
What a nice guy. I felt kind-hearted listening to an old folks' tales.
Thank you.
Oh.
You are.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you like the fact things are different around here now.
Ripping, missus.
I did see. Oh yeah, here he is. Here's Rudolph.
Yes, hello.
Wax poetic about your deals all you want when it comes to protecting the country. Only power will suffice. People don't approve. I won't let you down.
Is that so? All right now. Ripping, missus.
Do me. The prince has become magnificent indeed.
Oh, it's Andy. And there's Batlin.
Oh.
Laid back as ever. I myself have been crying like a baby for I find my position as chairman of parliament quite an unfamiliar one. Still, I consider all these open to all parliamentary meetings compiling all those opinions is indeed hard work, but work
This
well
fellow.
doing. It won't be easy for those who are at the church's beck and call to change, but see they're sitting to turn a blind eye to at least a bit now. Without yielding to authorities my father wished for, a true power town crier. This country turned over a new leaf, but there's still many problems to work out. It seems the rural region is still suffering from human havoc. But still, the first step is important as the last for taking big ones.
Hey.
Great to see you're doing well as ever. Not the meeting with the provincial lords as I preach the Mustari teachings in various areas when the opportunity arises. It's perfectly fine. The country is well served by different perspectives. Many villagers come around to this too, you know. I think it's because of all face such danger. Still, it won't be to change the entirety of Uchronia. Its history is embedded deep in its roots. The country is larger and some people will need the power you have. The true test of your values has only just begun. And here is Juna. Yufa, sorry.
Well,
Yes, of
In
course.
the past, we're busy with cases of violence, but those have decreased
In
remarkably.
truth.
He's undoubtedly aware in the past citizens were sentenced to hang without so much of
Alas.
a trial. Anyone regardless of race status can tell their side of the story in court and be judged equally and fairly. My brother is making great strides to Chief Village. He rather hated the role before, but it's totally fun his calling.
The
I
reason
think.
is,
No one knows the future holds, all the more reason I try to guide people to good choices. I want to live in a society where practices kindness and those who suffer need not turn to crime.
now that you mention it,
When it was always church to inquire about those who were sick. How is Ovi?
very well.
Hey Spitchel, welcome. Thanks for the luck. Shut her mother and all was easy to work again. I need help until now.
I do believe.
The country where all the tribes and values can join hands in harmony is what we
Because-
need. You aim to achieve that too, Your Majesty. I hope you'll allow me to keep walking alongside you in this. Oh, that's sweet.
Wonderful.
All right then.
There's no other people here to interact with, so now we're heading towards the Grand Cathedral. Oh, hello, our friend is still here. Quite times last met. A young elder from town, the recruitment center to Mausoleum, I watched in the shadows. There are people who hurl abuse at me for being Mustari, however, thanks to your magic, and run this business with pride.
Oh, my, oh, my.
Who's this here? Oh, it's Barden. Hey, Barden.
That's something.
No guards with you today, don't worry, I'm no tattletale. Stuff like a meeting over the provincial government's doing, we convened for the new year. How are things in Martyria? Lively as always used to be, we owe you that TV Majesty. That dodgy mess you cleared up for us feels like ancient history now, and I'm pleased to report as head of provincial lords, it's nothing but good news reaching my ears. Better relations between towns, has employment up and overall welfare too. Each town has specialties and wisdom to offer, and when we combine our heads, there's no problem we can't solve. I just feel so blessed to be part of it. So blunders when I first step into the governor's role and have to share my failings so others don't repeat my mistakes. That brings me back.
Got to say,
I know I was trying to do too much on my own back then, and I got a bit overzealous. Of course, some lords are like I once was, and would rather manage things at their sole discretion and leave things to the people. And yes, talking every matter to public opinion can be laborious, About all the proceedings and disputes, still changing our own lives with our own hands make the process even worth it. And choosing a king of our own will is the inspiration we need for a change. Who's this?
Oh.
Parted ways with Lewis shortly before he's running mate to Skyborn Royal Palace. Saw the horror Zora become. I knew I would want to know world of mine. I thought I found my place within Lewis's private forces after being disgruntled by the shameless corruption of the Royal Army, but his true intentions were worse than I could imagine. It was the general who pulled me back in. He said my experience leading a force of mixed tribes would be valuable. I would take the jobs in hope of atoning, so it's a strange twist to serve with pride in the same army I once so detested. Still, I wonder why he bothered with us. Who's the leader of the State Army? I think it's probably Stroll, if I had to guess.
Amazing.
Hey, Katarina.
Hi there.
Long time no see.
Oh, right.
Seeker's recon team, hard to believe it's been half a year, and crazy to doesn't even mean tribal beyond the sea. The sights, the magic, everything's so fantastic. I'm already itching to get back out there. Dodging the bloody cannonballs when my ship gets too close. Lots of tension out there. Our country has been a little tense. Everything from the customs to the way they think is so different. My head spins, makes all the tribal bickering seem rightfully dull. I can speak my mind. But the country's changing for the better. I'm glad I turned over the throne to you. Appreciate it.
Hold on.
After we knocked heads, I knew I could trust you to make the lives of us papyrus better than they was. All my cohort have found jobs, and some have even picked up new skills from being out at sea so long. But don't you worry your kingly head. I've whipped up and report for you, do some proper kingish with you, yeah? Oh. Yeah, there's Stroll over there.
How grand.
Leave it out, mate. Become a proper.
Is Stroll the last person we have to talk to? He is. Which makes sense given he was the first person we recruited.
Yeah?
What should I do?
Oh.
Oh there!
Oh, that's nice of them.
Isn't it?
Hello. Huh? You matured a great deal in short years since last saw you. Rumors of your rule reached sanctum, some are kinder than others. Taking the reins of a one-right country was of a shared difficulties. Your face tells me as much. The frail child who could do little more than lie on the brink of death comes so far. Goodness, tears come so easy to an old age. I'm grateful for you. I did nothing. You're the one who achieved everything. I received a rather forceful invitation you received from one of your friends, the girl named Juna. Goodness knows so many times she's already come to visit the sanctum seeking instructions on magic. Some of the villagers are rather smitten with her. She declared that if I wouldn't feel welcome coming to Grand Trad, she would have a highway built directly from the capital to the sanctum. 1,000 years of seclusion of the Elder Tribe may soon come to an end, and yet the journey ahead of you will feel hard. A journey of dreams coming with reach. So do stop by and show your face around our forest sometime. Your mother cannot do so herself, but I know some of her favorite dishes in her spirit. That's nice of them. That's legitimately a very nice thing to have. Right, Stroll. How you doing, brothers in arms? Skulking about the city, are we again? Would you say Hulkenberg's on the hunt? Classic game of cat and mouse, though who is which I dare not say. It's been a year since you ascended to the throne, but it's like you've hardly changed. I could say the same of you. That's Lord General Stroll, your majesty. Never use such titles. We should take a page from Juna's book. She's a gift for delegating, like she was born to do so. Not that I can talk, I actually came from a bit of a breather myself.
So.
You know, I can see that how those at the top have their struggles a little too clearly. General's duties feel overwhelming at times, but there are times hanging in the balance. I recognize the weight of every decision I make, and I do not find satisfaction in protecting. And I do find satisfaction in protecting those lives. I was a fallen noble with nothing to my name, and he was struggling elder traveler. Back then, my only goal was getting ahead. My people were a little more than an afterthought. Never would have realized the truth about my fortune. My father's intention to save the Hallians.
That's... no. Hey. That's why.
Say there.
Aw. That's sweet of him.
So?
that reminds me.
But...
Oh.
Hey, Maria.
Oh, hello there. Oh, right. I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa, even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Am I keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes, you beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
Oh.
That's good. Hearing that from you really lifts my heart.
It's a joy to see kids like her smile. The future changes slowly, but the burden of its momentum will fall on their shoulders one day.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another. Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since things changed. Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too. If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to Your Majesty's and Papa's dream.
A place where I ought to be, a side of myself I ought to show. The path is never clear.
I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
Yes, I expect great things, my trusty advisor.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
We should be the ones thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
Everyone!
Long time no see. How have you been?
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there. Surely not.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
Aww.
Lady Tuna, did she really come all this way in a runner? Would have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
The unmitigated nerve.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
I guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't gonna fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
Might have been a bit too obvious.
Oi there, Your Majesty!
You dare hoy the king? You swine!
Steady on, Hulkenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
There's more work to do every day. But we're in this together. We believe in you.
Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
Looks like we're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work.
Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
And not long after, the new year dawned.
Oh, we're in the runner.
A journey? Are you really planning on leaving us?
I won't force you to come. I'm fine going alone.
I already told you. I'll follow you wherever you go.
Oh.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another. You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
I want to do what I can for the people. If that's not kingly, then the crown's just slowing me down.
Come on, this is no time for jokes.
Never the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point, lad. Magler and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people. So you want to get a better grasp of it all. That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Right.
You know, as faraway future begins with the belief that it can be realized, so I'll press onward. That's the best I can do.
If that was your plan, you could have just said so.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun, besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the bally court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner after all. Yes, here begins our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our... hello? Are you not listening to me?
Huh. Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Nurse, don't tell me you called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Oh, so you have no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
Are you sure about this?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf. In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, the people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
Still, this early into the new year? 'Tis never a dull moment in your Majesty's employ.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, huh? But it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Okay, But can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right? And we'll just have to lead by example.
Thank you. All of you. Let's be off.
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind. Is fantasy a powerless creation? That timeless question. So long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer. But he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet lost hope. And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy, you rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills. You have my sincerest thanks.
They look so fancy, they do.
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
They're awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind. Oh.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Wow! Amazing!
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Let's go.
Damn. What an amazing experience. Anyone out there who's ever considered purchasing this game, be it at full price or be it at a discount, do it. It's such an incredible experience. Such a great game. And I think it might be one of the best Atlas games to ever release. And I'm sure people will say that, you know, that's a hell of a thing to say about any Atlas game. But this might be Atlas's, like, peak so far. This is so good. Katsura Hashino with the original story concept. You cooked, my good person. You absolutely destroyed my soul. I'm sure plenty of other people's souls. Game 1 RPG of the year. Legitimately some of the best game I've played ever. Legitimately. I think this might be one of my favorite games of all time. And I can't believe I'm saying that. Wow. What an amazing time. What an amazing time. I'm going to let the credits play here. I'm just going to take my my camera off screen so you guys can enjoy the credits while I go grab something real quick. The
Dear
great seeker
guest,
meme.
From a world I shall never know. In your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction. However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you. With all my heart, I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
Thanks, more. / Hothlydius the Fifth. Ooh. Oh, that's Lewis's Skyrunner.
Look at that. The rubble's just bait for tourists now.
I never expected a view like this.
Let's see it all. Let's see the world.
Yeah.
A new journey now beckons. In days of Eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideals. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed new life.
The strength to believe in the unknown, that can change everything. Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
Fantasy lives on. And that, I believe, is the end of Metaphor ReFantazio. Coronation of the King. Witness the ending. We'll save or clear data in slot 16. And I believe that is it. Save completed. 84 hours of total playtime for Metaphor ReFantazio. Now, as I was about to say, it's been an absolute pleasure playing this game. It's been an absolute pleasure doing all this and having it on stream. And it's probably one of my favorite Atlas games of all time. Might very well be my favorite Atlas game of all time, given the ones I've played. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave this here. This is the end of the YouTube video. Please do me a favor, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. If you are joining us at this point, do me a favor. Go and look at the playlist that this video is in and watch all the videos. I know some of them are really long. I know there's a lot of videos in there. But do yourself the favor of experiencing this game in its totality. If you are not going to watch the videos, buy the game and play it. I swear to God, this thing is so good. It's 100% worth it. It comes with its total package, and man, I hope we see a Metaphor ReFantazio 2. I don't know if Atlas is going to ever consider it, but it would be so worth it. I think this just puts us back into the opening cutscene thing that we see Luis kill the king. Oh no, yeah, it does this again. But anyway, guys, I'm going to see you guys next time for more streams soon on this channel. Oh wait.
War is on the horizon. Before they command that I dry my pen, I must finish my final work.
I don't remember this.
It is a tale of hope that may yet salvage this world. It isn't right. This idea of foreigners has only ever been a tool against the foreign. If we could end such prejudice, surely war would be next to fade. We would be free to travel to far-flung lands. The reality is, we are riddled with anxiety. We fight, we oppress, and magic is but a tool of war. Our world could be better. Can we not dream such dreams?
I think Moore is right.
In such a world, they need...
I never saw that before, but I'm not going to sit here and go put you guys through that. We're done here, guys. That's it. We're done with Metaphor. It's finished. I'll see you guys soon for more content. Bye now, YouTube.